Real life sucks, and video games have become our virtual escape pods. Talking to NPCs? Easy. Talking to humans? Sweaty palms, existential dread, regret. Video games let you be social, but with a mute button. In real life, we have bills, responsibilities, social anxiety. In video games, you're a legendary hero with anime hair who can jump 20 feet and punch gods. In real life, you grind for 20 years, you're still broke. In video games, you grind for 20 minutes, you level up. Video games give you the dopamine that life refuses to provide. Video games are the one place where life makes sense. Failure is funny, and collecting useless garbage is somehow rewarding. Also, touching grass is overrated. But not all video games are created equal, and we definitely lack the time and funds to entertain the thought of playing everything on the immediate horizon. So let me tell you what I'm most excited for in March. Suikoden I II HD Remaster, Gate Rune, and Duden Unification Wars is like Konami's way of saying, hey, remember those 90s RPGs that you loved? Well, we gave them a facelift, and now they're ready to ruin your sleep schedule all over again. Suikoden I and II, along with things like Breath of Fire, Legend of Dragoon, Golden Sun, are some of my favorite JRPGs. I grew up with these games, but what specifically is new in the remaster? HD graphics, the backgrounds, and the character sprites have been polished so much that you might actually see your reflection in them. Updated UI and UX, menus and interfaces have been modernized, making it easier for you to navigate and get lost in the game's world. Enhanced sound, the soundtracks and effects have been remastered, so now you can fully appreciate the game's music while you grind for hours. If you've ever wanted to recruit 108 different characters, manage a castle, and engage in turn-based battles that make you question your life choices, then this remaster is for you. Plus, it's a chance to relive the stories that made you the socially awkward gamer you are today. Split fiction is like if two different authors, one who dreams in dragons and castles, and another who thinks lasers and robots or everyday stuff, got sucked into a blender, and out came a co-op game that makes you question reality. This is the perfect co-op game for MRSSTIX and I, and honestly, I kind of think of it as a bit of a relationship test disguised as a game. You'll ride dragons because, why not? You'll battle cyber ninjas, and admittedly, someone has been watching way too much anime. You'll solve puzzles or argue about how to solve them. This is Portal 2 all over again. You'll have dance-offs for those moments when saving the world just needs a sick beat. This will not be for everyone, admittedly, but for someone that is starved for fun games to play together, then this is a must-play for us. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is Nintendo's way of reminding you, hey, you remember that massive sci-fi RPG from the Wii U that you probably missed because, well, let's be honest, it was on the Wii U. Surprise, it's back, it's shinier than ever, and it's ready to consume your life on a console that is actually relevant, the Switch. But much like the Suikoden I and II HD Remaster, what's new? Enhanced visuals. The game's graphics have been polished to the point where you might actually stop and admire the alien sunsets before a giant creature smacks you, reminding you that Mira is as unforgiving as ever. Additional story content for those of you who felt the original story left a few threads hanging or gaping plot holes. There's now extra narrative to either clarify things or to confuse you even more, as is the case with the Xenoblade series. Unlike Xenoblade Chronicles I through III, which are incredible JRPGs, by the way, if you have not played them, seriously, you're doing yourself a disservice, go buy them. In Xenoblade Chronicles X, you could pilot giant mechs because, walking is for peasants. You'll explore a vast alien world where everything either wants to eat you or looks like it could. You'll engage in deep customization, spending hours tweaking your character's appearance, only to realize you'll be wearing a helmet for the entire game. First world problems. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. AI Limit is the latest entry in the how many times can we die before rage quitting genre. It's also known as a Souls-like action RPG. You step into the boots of Arissa, an immortal blader with amnesia, because what? A post-apocalyptic setting without a protagonist who can't remember shit. Civilization has done its usual thing and collapsed. People are now chasing legends of Elysium in the last standing city, Havenswell. Your mission? Wander through desolate ruins, piece together your foggy memories, and maybe, just maybe, find a glimmer of hope for humanity. But probably not. I got to play the most recent demo thanks to the devs reaching out and providing me access, and let me tell you, the game has brutal combat. Expect to die a lot. Enemies don't just want you dead, they want you humiliated. It has atmospheric levels, the environments are so immersive that you'll forget you're sitting in your underwear at 3 a.m., kind of like I am right now, recording it. If you've ever thought to yourself, I wish I could experience the crushing despair of a dystopian future while battling relentless foes, an AI limit is your jam, just remember to keep a stress ball nearby or a wall sturdy enough to withstand a controller-shaped dent. The first Berserker Khazan is like if someone took Dark Souls, added a sprinkle of Sekiro, and then tossed in a dash of Berserk for good measure, all set in the Dungeon Fighter online universe. You play as Khazan, a once great general who got the short end of the stick, betrayed, exiled, and left with severed arm tendons. Now he's on a mission for revenge, which in gaming terms means slicing through hordes of enemies and facing off against bosses that make you question your life choices. Much like in AI Limit, I got to play the demo of this, it was difficult. Imagine trying to pat your head and rub your belly all while dodging a truck. Yeah, it is that kind of hard. From dual-wielding weapons to spears and great swords, Khazan's arsenal is as diverse as a buffet, letting you customize your combat style, which is always appreciated. This game boasts 3D cel-shaded graphics, making it look like a gritty comic book come to life, a stark contrast to what it once was under the Project BBQ moniker. And finally, Atelier Yumia, the Alchemist of Memories in the Envisioned Land, which is quite a mouthful by the way, is the latest entry in the beloved Atelier series. Players will accompany Yumia Yumia, who definitely isn't Ryza, unfortunately, as you explore the beautiful world of Alchemist. Like always, Yumia features alchemy crafting. You can gather materials from the environment to synthesize items that aid you in exploration and combat. The strength and properties of the items depend on the quality of the ingredients used. It features real-time combat. You'll engage in battles that require quick decision-making, utilizing a variety of skills and synthesize items to overcome diverse enemies. There's base building, which I actually didn't expect to see, where you can construct and customize bases in the field, providing rest points and strategic advantages as you traverse the expansive open world. If you're a fan of JRPGs that blend alchemy, exploration, and character-driven storytelling, Atelier Yumia promises to deliver an immersive experience. Unfortunately, it just doesn't have Ryza. Would have definitely benefited from having Ryza. And they're the best looking upcoming game releases of March 2025. There are no MMOs here, there are no gacha games here, just great quality video games that you can play on a variety of different platforms. If you don't see me for a week, just know that I got lost in one of these. Hey, where do you think you're going? I see what you're doing there. I see you navigating on over, scrolling on over to that X button. Don't you dare. What I need you to do is take a moment and click one of the videos that are about to appear as soon as I'm done talking. And trust me, you're gonna wanna.